People think geography is just about maps and countries, but it's way more mind-bending than that. Picture a desert bursting into bloom, or a city so densely populated that a single building has its own zip code. How about an island with just 67 residents, or a lake with vibrant pink water? So, let's start with the useless geography facts that will surely mess with your head. Have you ever wanted to be in two places at once? You might be thinking, what is this guy saying? Yes, because you may have never heard this before. You can do just that at the Royal Observatory in Greenwich, England. The prime meridian, defined here in 1884, splits the globe into the eastern and western hemispheres. Standing on this historic line means simultaneously placing 1 foot in each hemisphere. This line, which represents longitude 0 deg, is the starting point for measuring time zones worldwide. It's a fascinating spot where history and geography intersect, literally. Here's another one. Gibraltar Airport is a true head-turner. It is unlike any other in the world. Its runway intersects with the main road into the city. Winston Churchill Avenue, the busiest road in Gibraltar, crosses right through the airport's runway. Whenever a plane is about to take off or land, barriers stop the traffic for about 10 minutes, creating a unique spectacle where cars and pedestrians wait as aircraft roll past. Despite handling around 30 flights a week, the sight of vehicles halting for planes never fails to amaze. Anyway, the following fact is one you're probably going to be stunned by because it's so wild. Bermuda Triangle is a mysterious region in the North Atlantic Ocean where ships and planes are said to vanish under unexplained circumstances. Covering roughly 500,000 square miles between Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, it has been the site of numerous disappearances, like the infamous Flight 19 in 1945. Despite theories ranging from magnetic anomalies to methane gas eruptions, no conclusive evidence explains these events, and many believe natural phenomena and human error are the culprits. Next up, parts of Norway, Sweden, Finland, Russia, Canada, Alaska, and Iceland experience a natural phenomenon called the midnight sun. During the summer, the sun remains visible at midnight, creating 24 hours of daylight. This happens because these regions lie within the Arctic Circle, where the tilt of the Earth's axis allows continuous sunlight for several weeks. It's a unique experience, drawing tourists who wish to witness daylight around the clock. Here's another one that you might have never heard. Wales features bilingual road signs displaying both Welsh and English text. This practice, mandated by the Welsh Language Act 1993, aims to promote the Welsh language and ensure that native speakers have access to critical information in their first language. These signs are common throughout Wales, emphasizing its commitment to preserving its linguistic heritage. Another one is that Central Park in New York City covers 843 acres, making it more significant than the Principality of Monaco, which spans only 499 acres. This vast urban park offers a green oasis amidst the bustling city, featuring lakes, theaters, ice rinks, fountains, tennis courts, baseball fields, many playgrounds, and more, providing both locals and tourists with numerous recreational opportunities. Now, here's another interesting one. Russia is the only country in the world that borders the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. It stretches from the Baltic Sea in the west to the Pacific Ocean in the east. Imagine a country so big that it touches both of these vast oceans. This geographical marvel gives Russia a unique position with ports like St. Petersburg on the Baltic and Vladivostok on the Pacific. Next up is Switzerland. Now, Switzerland's got some severe linguistic chops. With 4 official languages, German, French, Italian, and Romansh, this tiny country is a melting pot of European cultures. Why, you ask? Because it borders Germany, France, and Italy, each influencing a part of its language and culture. So, traveling through Switzerland can feel like hopping through different countries without crossing the border. Isn't that fascinating? Next, have you ever heard of the Pitcairn Islands? This remote British overseas territory in the South Pacific has a population of just around 67 residents. These descendants of the famous HMS Bounty mutineers live on Pitcairn Island, the only inhabited island in the group. Talk about a tight-knit community. Here's a flag fact to blow your mind. The most enormous flag ever made was Romanian, covering an astonishing 27 acres. That's equivalent to about 20 football fields. Unfurled in 2013, this massive flag set a new world record and required hundreds of volunteers to display, but Egypt has broken the record now. Now, this is a fact about desert flowers. Imagine one of the driest places on Earth bursting into bloom. The Atacama Desert in Chile experiences this phenomenon known as the desert bloom after rare rainfalls. This transforms the arid landscape into a colorful spectacle, showing thousands of flowers and attracting nature lovers worldwide. Now, did you know there are 19 countries, including Saudi Arabia, Vatican City, and Kuwait, with no rivers? These nations rely heavily on alternative water sources like groundwater and desalination. For instance, despite its vast size, Saudi Arabia gets most of its water from desalination plants, as it lacks permanent rivers due to its arid climate. Here's a spooky fact. The western United States has more ghost towns than inhabited towns, towns. This is due to the boom and bust cycles of 19th century mining towns. When the mines were depleted, residents abandoned these towns, leaving behind eerie, empty buildings that still stand today. Next up, did you know the most significant cities by area in the USA are all in Alaska? Sitka, Juneau, and Anchorage are giants in terms of land area. Sitka spans 4,811 square miles, making it the largest city by area in the United States. Juneau follows closely with 3,255 square miles, and Anchorage covers 1,961 square miles. Despite their massive size, these cities have relatively small populations, offering vast wilderness areas to explore. This fact is sure to mess with your head. Lake Hillier in Australia is famous for its vibrant pink water, which remains pink even when taken from the lake. This unusual color is due to microorganisms like Dunaliella salina and halobacteria, which produce red pigments in highly saline environments. It's a fascinating natural wonder that attracts many curious visitors. Next, Rovaniemi in Finland is celebrated as the official hometown of Santa Claus. This charming town is a top tourist destination, especially during Christmas. Visitors can meet Santa, explore Santa's village, and enjoy the festive, snowy atmosphere that makes it feel like a natural winter wonderland. It's going to be very fun. Now, in Mauritius, there's an incredible underwater waterfall illusion off the coast. This visual effect is caused by sand and silt on the ocean floor being swept over the edge of an underwater shelf, creating the appearance of a cascading waterfall. It's a breathtaking sight and a popular spot for aerial photography. This one is a real heart-stopper. Angel Falls in Venezuela is the world's highest uninterrupted waterfall, standing at a breathtaking 979 meters. This stunning natural wonder cascades from the summit of Ollantaytambo in Kanema National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. I bet it's a must-see. Java, Indonesia, holds the title of the most populated island in the world, with over 141 million residents. This densely populated island is a hub of culture and commerce, showing Indonesia's rich history and dynamic urban growth. Another one is that Singapore has no traditional farms due to its limited land area. Instead, it relies on urban farming techniques and imports to meet its food supply needs. The city-state's innovative approaches include vertical farming and hydroponics, ensuring a steady food supply despite space constraints. Here's a remarkable fact to blow your mind. The highest post office in the world is in Sikkim, India, perched at a staggering altitude of 14,567 meters above sea level. Nestled in the picturesque Spiti Valley, this post office has connected locals and tourists with the world since 1983. Are you sending a postcard from here? It's bucket list worthy. Now, Manitoulin Island in Canada is not your average island. It's the largest island in a freshwater lake in the majestic Lake Huron. This colossal island is a whopping 2,766 square kilometers big and offers a blend of natural beauty and charming communities. Perfect for a serene escape or an adventurous exploration. Brace yourself for this. Mauna Loa in Hawaii is the largest volcano on Earth by volume, covering a massive area of 5,271 square kilometers. This giant is one of the most active volcanoes and a stunning natural wonder on the big island of Hawaii. Did you know Damascus, Syria, holds the title of the oldest continuously inhabited capital in the world? With a history stretching back thousands of years, Damascus is like a living time capsule, bursting with ancient architecture and rich cultural heritage. It's a place where history comes alive. Next, Rome, the Eternal City, was the first city ever to hit a population of 1 million people, way back during the height of the Roman Empire. Imagine ancient Rome's busy streets and incredible architecture, a true epicenter of culture and civilization. Well, this one is on the list too. Reno, Nevada, is west of Los Angeles, California. Even though Los Angeles is a coastal city and Reno is inland, Reno is slightly to the west when you look at a map. It's one of those facts that seems counterintuitive at first, but makes perfect sense when you see it for yourself. Geography can be full of these little surprises. Did you know that several skyscrapers in New York City have their zip codes? That's right. Buildings like the Empire State Building receive so much mail that they need their postal codes. This fact highlights the immense scale and density of New York City, where a single building can function almost like a small city. It's proof of the bustling, vibrant life of the Big Apple. Now, this one is very useless. Or maybe it's interesting? If the world's population had the same density as New York City, everyone could fit into Texas. That's over 7 billion people in one state. Texas is huge, but this comparison shows New York City is densely packed. It's a fascinating way to think about population density in space. Next up, Key West, Florida, might be famous as the southernmost point of the continental United States, but it's not the southernmost point of the entire USA. That title goes to Ka Lae in Hawaii and Rose Atoll in American Samoa, further south. This fact often surprises people who consider Key West the ultimate southern destination. Geography always has a way of keeping us on our toes. Did you know this one? Finally, did you you know that Los Angeles County has a larger population than 41 US states? With over 10 million residents, it's more populated than many states. This fact highlights how massive and densely populated Los Angeles is, making it a significant hub of activity, culture, and diversity. It's incredible to think that one country can hold so many people. There you have it, guys. Some geography facts will make you rethink what you know about our world. Which of these did you find the most useless or mind-bending? Let me know in the comments. Also, watch this fun video about even more useless geography to learn. Anyway, thank you for watching and see you in the next of Earth Basics.